Ohio State rotated a lot of defensive ends last year. We think maybe they'll rotate fewer this year. At least we think that's what they should do, rotate less. Tim, Bill, Doug. But Bill, Larry Johnson, the guy who decides that, still sounds like maybe they're going to rotate a lot.
Yeah, so he threw out some numbers when we talked to him on Thursday. He said, like, Tyquan Lewis played 42 snaps a game. Nick Bosa played 41 snaps per game, and that's kind of where he likes it. He left the door open, and he said, like, Nick might play 60 snaps a game in a big game, like a Penn State or a Michigan game. But there was an opening for him to come say, like, oh, we're changing it. These guys are playing a ton. They're clearly the top two defensive ends, Nick Bosa and Chase Young. And he didn't say that. He said he wants 4. He likes to rotate. So I think there was going to be more of a rotation next year than we initially thought there would be.
So I think last year we thought it all made sense with Sam Hubbard, Tyquan Lewis, Jalen Holmes, and Nick Bosa. Tim, would it make sense this year if the 4 ends are Chase Young, Nick Bosa, Jonathan Cooper, and Jayshon Cornell, or maybe one of the freshmen working in, but would it make sense or not?
It makes sense in the tone that I kind of understand what Larry Johnson's talking about as far as you want 4 defensive ends, but if you're going to rotate the same way as you did last year, I think that's a mistake because you know what you have in Bosa. You have a really good idea what you have in Chase Young. We think those guys are going to be studs. Bosa's already a stud. Young, we think, is going to be a stud. Cooper was highly ranked as recruiting class, and Cornell moving outside from defensive tackle is interesting. But I think it can't be as equal rotation. You have to prioritize snaps, I think, for Bosa and Young and Cooper to an extent. If either of those guys need a break for a snap or two, you throw in Cooper, and Cornell would be the guy you rotate occasionally, but he could also play inside on pass rush situations. So if you're going to make the rotation the same as you did a year ago, that's a mistake in my mind.
Yeah, and I don't really care what they do against, like, Oregon State.
Yeah.
When they rotate, but most of the time when stuff mattered, they had the best guys on the field at the most important times. Here's the thing. I think Nick Bosa and Chase Young kind of, like, want to play. Like, they're not so down with the rotating, I think, which they love Coach Johnson, and they'll do whatever Coach Johnson says. But I think Chase Young and Nick Bosa are expecting to, like, set the world on fire. Are they not?
Yeah, I think so. We talked to Nick Bosa on Thursday, too, and I just wanted to share this. He was talking about, I think he was talking about Jayshon Cornell. He's like, yeah, we need 5 because you know how much Coach Johnson likes to rotate. And then he, like, went on. Like, he doesn't want to do it. He'll do it, but he doesn't want to.
Yeah. I think maybe they'll be able to win that argument. Not only with their words, but with their play. Of like, are you sure you're taking that off the field? I think in the end we will see Nick Bosa and Chase Young at defensive end a decent amount more than anybody else, even if right now Larry Johnson's not really saying that. Coverage continuing. Ohio State Spring Football. He's Tim. He's Bill. I'm Doug. Thanks for watching at cleveland.com.